Oh yay, guys! This is my first time trying this. We're scrolling through TikTok. TikTok is already shut down on me, guys. So I'm just gonna announce it. I'm on live on YouTube. Oh, see, like TikTok is not letting me. TikTok's already shutting down. Live on YouTube. Scrolling. TikTok. Ah, man. Post to feed.
Just explained that
Ah.
TikTok decided to go dark as of 8:30 p.m.
Wow, it's over. I think it's over, guys. Dang. Yeah, I think it's over. Look, it's no more. Sad. I'm sad, yo. Yeah, I think it's over, y'all. I think the final curtain is here. It's the fine live. Let's see, live on YouTube. Let's see. Post a story. Let's see if it lets me post a story. Yeah, it's over, y'all. Aw. Look, it keeps like I'll keep retrying.
5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
No, it's over. It doesn't let me post anymore. Wow. I don't know how to make this a dual screen, but
The CEO takes a photo.
I'm gonna send a. Hang on, I'm gonna Instagram. If you guys follow, I'm just gonna make a post on Instagram. That's sad. Sad times. Oh. Live on. Whoa. Live on YouTube. Yeah, I can't go live on. I can't go live on what is this Instagram? They banned me for an entire year. Apparently, it's because it's not enough. Apparently, I've been a bad girl on Instagram. I must have been twerking or something. I was not, but I'm being sarcastic. Let's see. I'm gonna post a link. Great. All right. I think we'll be back with Trump. Yeah, I think we'll be back with Trump. Now we're stuck with whatever this is. This sucks. Oh, wow. CapCut is done too, and I paid for that.
Say.
All right. I come to say
Damn, y'all. I paid for CapCut, y'all. Yeah, it's sad, guys, because I'm a Cancer rising, and I literally, like, always have to rebuild and restart and redo things. It's not the same anymore, y'all.
One more secret I feel I have to
You
share
know?
with you. I did not care for The Godfather.
What?
Did not care for The Godfather.
How can you even say that,
Didn't
Dad?
like it. Since we're
Wait,
all
what
gonna
he
die,
said? I don't even
there's
know.
one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for The Godfather.
I say
Did not
what,
care for The
CapCut?
Godfather.
How can you even say that, Dad?
Didn't like it. Since we're all gonna die,
And I keep
one more
missing it because I
secret
keep
feel
reading your
have to
comments.
share with you. I did not care for The Godfather.
What? See, it was all good.
Yeah, I didn't like the girl under the desk. I didn't like her. I thought she was always giving funny vibes. We could share secrets. This could be a spicy night. There's so many people that I did not like or care for on TikTok. I can name is a handful of them. We can all start our secrets here. I'm still gonna miss them. Is we can make this a spicy night. Dang, look, it's not letting me scroll, y'all. Wow. Hang on. How do I? Let's see. How do I? Oh, it's over, y'all. If I leave, let's see. It's over, y'all. They got us. Dang, it just kicked me off too. Wait, how is yours still working? Mine's officially won't let me. I don't know. I haven't closed this one. Pull up to load more. I haven't closed this one since I left work, so I don't know why this one is still working.
What's the name of that song? Best part of waking up.
Nobody really knows what's gonna happen with this text.
Post may be the last post on TikTok.
I don't know why I got kicked out. It doesn't let me go into the app no more. It's gone for real. It won't let me like or anything. Yeah, mine's is done too. I can't see nothing. But they should have gave us 11:59, man. Come on.
Since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for the Godfather.
What?
Did not care for the Godfather.
How can you even say that, Dad?
Didn't like it.
Hate it.
Since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I feel I have to share.
Yeah, it's over. It is over. Dang, y'all. That was pretty. Well, that was it, folks. That's all she wrote. I will be here. I'm not on the US. Still can't get my TT, but I'm here with you, girl. Thank you, guys. It says we gotta wait till Trump take office. So what are we gonna do tomorrow? They should have let us have till midnight, y'all. They should have let us have till midnight. Well, that was time. Yeah, it's done. It doesn't work anymore. Dang, y'all. That was whack. I'm tired of rebuilding, y'all. Let me see what happens if I go back in. Dang, y'all.
Since TikTok is
Yeah, it's over, y'all. Oh, sorry, yo. My bad. My bad. My bad. What was I saying? So I have Chiron in the third house, and TikTok leaving is a little bit more painful than Is it still off? Oh, okay. No, it should be back on. I pressed the wrong thing, anyways. Yeah, I feel like because I have Chiron in the third is a little bit more painful. I'm not gonna lie. This is triggering a little bit of my wounds. Because I kind of built this. It wasn't even like I wasn't even like copying people. Like it was legit me. You know what I mean? This one is a little painful. I'm not gonna hold you. And then I'm like, so where's all the videos going? Hang on a second. Let's find out. Damn, it's over. I can't even. It's over. If you didn't download your videos, it's over, y'all. If you see now, I hate that song too. I'm not gonna hold you. It's on. Yeah, I really did. I had, as a, last year, this is raw. I'm tired. Yeah, as a Cancer rising, as cardinal placement, we're always like rebuilding, starting from scratch. Gotta start from scratch. And you gotta do it with a smile on your face. I'm tired of that shit. I'm not happy about it. Instagram sucks. No offense. YouTube is like matured. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm too kiddish here. YouTube, you need professional. I'm gonna try. We're gonna try here, God. We're gonna give it I can't. I'm not a quitter. Anyways, so we're gonna try. Anyways, so I'm gonna keep persevering. But it's annoying as hell, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. Wait, there's no audio? It is right now. It is 10:45 p.m. Eastern time. Is there audio, guys? I'm gonna keep going for sure, but I feel like you gotta do extra work for Instagram. You gotta make this thing look pretty. I mean, I could do that, but it's like I don't know. I feel like I'll put in all all of my posts, and then it'll get like 2,000 views, but I only have like, I have 9,000 followers. So why is it not going to my, at least my followers? I don't even care to get new people, but why not the followers that I already have? Sorry, y'all. I don't know if YouTube accepts that. Where can I get my JB and BL updates? JB and BL. I'm sorry. Hi guys. You can vape here. You could vape here? Please don't tell me that. Cause if I start vaping, I'm gonna be upset. And they block me for a day. I'm gonna be upset. I don't even care for the views. I just like misinformation. I can't believe I'm on Red Note, guys, but Red Note doesn't like divination. Even though I'm not to be honest, guys, I'm not like I'm not trying to foretell. Yes, we're foretelling our future, but it's really like planning. Like I kind of would like using my chart as a calendar, but Red Note, you know, has a thing about it. A lot of the folks there that already been there, they kind of like send me a message saying that I have to use code words. So now I have to create code words for what I say. So I'm like, okay, now I have to create a new language that everyone understands. I can't read on no, I can't read nothing on Red. Right. That's another thing on Red. No, I gotta copy paste whatever this means. Go to have Google app open. It's annoying. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah. You know, so you're just like us, Sagittarius, Scorpio, stellium in the 8th house. You, my friend, Scorpio placements, everything always gets destroyed. And then you gotta rebirth and rebuild and go down the birthing canal. I don't know if you know, and at least I know a lot of Scorpios that suffer from anxiety or they feel like something's about to happen, you know? You know, RIP. Somebody said RIP to TikToks. I got like a Discord and they're like everybody's saying RIP. Everybody, there's Reddits though. There's a Reddit for those that want to know more news about TikTok stuff. There's a Reddit if you care about that. You know, and so if you care about TikTok, there's a Reddit apparently you can go read about it. But yeah, you know, for instance, I like my Scorpio placements sometimes, but then I don't. I'm always whenever I go somewhere, something's gonna end. I just know that every time there's a Scorpio in the room, something's going to end. Like I just know that. Like whenever I go somewhere or I meet someone new, I'm like, damn, babes, you don't even know. You got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes. Like I'll meet somebody and they're brand new and I have a physical interactions with them. I'm like, you got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb. It's crazy. Scorpio stellium is annoying. What else? What else is annoying? I'm tired of I don't like, even 8th house placements. They're annoying. They act like Scorpio. What else do I like? I really like fire sign placements, but not the sun. Okay, I always tell you guys, the sun is gold plated. The sun is fake. The sun is like the sun is like Fashion Nova. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. When you go on Fashion Nova for the girls, you look at the girl, she looks pretty. You're like, though, that fit is fire. But babe, it don't fit the same way on your body. It don't. So that's Scorpio, the sun placement. So if you're not a sun in Leo, Aries, Sag, you are the fake version of that sign. So I'm like a fake Libra. Like I say that about myself. Or I'm a fake Virgo, you know? Or I'm a fake, whatever. If you're not a fire sign, you're the fake version of that sign. I'm just being honest. It's for everybody. I'm telling you, because then you'd be like, oh, not all cancers are the same. Duh. But it's like you are just displaying little like gold plated shiny figurines of that stuff. I hope that makes sense to anybody out there, if you get what I'm saying. Aquarius placements are way more lazier than Taurus placements. I said it. Aquarius placements have so much potential, but waste a lot of their time. And I'm like, bro, you had a whole year. What the hell were you doing? Like, me as a Virgo placement, it annoys me, Aquarius placement, because I'm like, they have so amazing ideas, all these things come into the head, and then they're like, oh, yeah, but you know, I got caught up with this and that. And I get it. You're Saturn. You're ruled by Saturn. Okay. And I have an Aquarius placement. So I get it. You are ruled by Saturn. You're getting thrown different curveballs and stuff like that. But babe, there's 7 days in the week. There is 24 hours in a day. You couldn't take 18 minutes, an hour to do it. Oh, you know, I know you're in your feelings, girl. Like I be telling people, bro, I be in my feelings too, but I be crying and working. Like you know, New Yorkers they'll be walking and crying their eyes out on the train, going to work to the train. So I be like lock in, like Aquariuses that's what gets me mad about Aquariuses, because they literally have so much potential and just do horrible things with the time. Like I swear to ya, those are my pet peeves of Aquarius placement. What else is a pet peeve of me? Sagittarius placements are mad emotional. If, I think the wrong people are around them. Yeah, Aquarius do have the wrong people around them. But then again, you have options, Aquarius. Everybody has options. You know, even if like say for instance, you like I know an Aquarius that like they deal with like a parent that's a sick parent and they got to take care of this and that in the household, but they get shit done. They get the stuff done. So I'm like, I know somebody that worked 2 jobs, Aquarius, and then still finished school, you know? So I'm just like, there's time, y'all. Stop making excuses. So that's me saying, what was I talking about? Yes, I was talking about Sagittarius are mad emotional. I feel like they're more emotional than a Cancer. And it makes sense because Cancer is their 8th house. So when they get emotion, it's explosive. So it's like really intense emotional outpour that they do to the close people. Like Nicki Minaj gotta drive her man crazy. I know that for sure. Like I really know that. Hi everybody. We're just chopping it up. No, I can't talk English. TikTok is dead. I do have a Redno account, but apparently they do not like astrology there. So I didn't even bother. I'm just right now I'm letting TikTok die. I'm letting it burn more. I'm mourning. I just downloaded like the most important videos to me that I think are important. Like the 2025 ones, the Pluto one, the degree ones. Like the degrees are mad important to me because I'm a Virgo. So those are details. Yeah, but like anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I know Nicki Minaj is like she's not a easy person to deal with. Like I just know because I've dealt with Sagittariuses and they are mad intense. Like when they got an emotional problem, like I had a Sagittarius person in my life. Like the girl sent me 1,000 text messages. She tells me the problem, her solution, and then in the middle of that, yo, you want to go out to eat? And I'm like, bro, you just trauma dumped on me. Like, I can't, let me recover a little bit. Yeah, so we're mourning here together. I am just opening the TikTok app as much as I can. Whoa. Everybody, wait a second. Go check to see. Okay, I thought they deleted TikTok off my phone. Like, I will sue somebody. Like, you cannot come into my phone, sir. Meantime, you can still log in. It says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. As a law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S., unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicted that he will work with us in the solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. In the meantime, you can still log in to download your data. Oh, yes, we will. Yes, I will, sir. Like, but anybody downloaded their data and let me know if you actually got to see the video. What if somebody said This is a good question. So right now, you guys are feeling Venus. So for those that are wondering, we are literally feeling Venus and Pisces is next to Saturn. This is what a heartbreak feels like. I've had Saturn on my Venus, and it's coming around the corner to my Venus again. So, oh God, this is a very painful transit. I am not gonna lie to you. Okay, so guys, for just a quick little recap, this is what's happening in the sky right now. So that way you can see it. Hang on, I'm in New York. So I'm just gonna start with the most eastern part of America besides Maine. Sorry, Maine, and I don't really care about Maine. Hang on, let's put our internet on. Because apparently it signs itself off every second. I'm not gonna trust TikTok anymore. Me neither. Like once it comes back, like I'm gonna start building on YouTube, cause they can't really take YouTube is too big. I'm assuming, or I don't know. It's already controlled. So this is what we're all collectively feeling. Venus is love and joy. Saturn is not. Look, Saturn is cold, distant, lonely. So for those that are wondering, y'all, let me tell you, Saturn next to Venus is so painful right now. In a natal chart, this could mean the women in your family are cold. I actually wrote about it on Twitter. So for those that are wondering, I already kind of wrote about this. I just haven't posted on Instagram because like, you know what I'm saying? Big dogs, I don't like it. But I'll tell you what I got so far. Hang on, I'm gonna show you what I got so far. Okay, so this is kind of what we got. So Saturn conjoins Venus, is guarded in relation, feeling lonely, bored, lack of excitement, or scared, not feeling appreciated, feeling betrayal, making plans about money, business negotiation, separation from a relationship. So like that's why we're all like sad about this. Because look, so you see how Saturn and Venus are in Pisces, but then look guys, Jupiter is in Gemini. The ruler of Pisces is really Jupiter. You see, and Gemini is social media community. Like we're just seeing the end of this, y'all. Like we just experience the ending together. You know what I mean? So, and mind you, Neptune is in Pisces. Remember, this is a video app, instant video app, where we had our community. And that's kind of what's happening, where we're experiencing, right? You could be losing a piece of jewelry or clothing. So I don't know if you've been like looking for something and you can't find it. You'll find it soon. Conversations that feel personal or and harmonious with colleagues, making compromises, time to relax or find comfort, conversations about loved ones that passed away. So I don't know if in the last couple of days you've been thinking about someone who passed away, or you obviously TikTok in itself is fucking sad. You know what I'm saying? TikTok died today, y'all. Like, so it's kind of sad, you know? When the North Node goes into Pisces, maybe it'll get of life. We get some life back. When this goes into Pisces completely, maybe we get some life back into this in our life. Let's see how long Venus will be there. Let's find out, y'all. Maybe when Venus gets away from Saturn, we can like get a fresh air. Okay, one day, what is that? That's January 20th. Tuesday, January 21st, Venus is back at 18 degrees. Maybe like literally we go back live on like, because that's kind of 2 degrees. Maybe maybe it'll go back alive on Tuesday. You know, Trump gets into office and he gets right into work. Let's see how long is that 18. Or when the moon is in Sag opposing Jupiter, maybe it comes back up. The date for my grandma's memorial. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Oh, you said your dad and your brother. You said my family confirmed the date for grandma. I'm sorry to hear that. My friend's mom passed away New Year's Eve, and it opened up a wound of my own mom's passing. Yeah, it's a lot of those things happening. Yeah. It'll make you think about someone who's in another realm. You can get a message from someone in another realm. Those that are like really intuitive to dead people, they could be getting a message from the other realms. You know? It's pretty sad moments, guys. You know what? Also, Jupiter's in Gemini, y'all. So Jupiter and Gemini, guys, if there's a book in your house, I would open that book, any page, any random page. Look at the number, look at the page that you opened, right? And then like read whatever sentence your eye comes to right away. Um Somebody says, I don't know what do you mean by that? Mr. Hang on. Unpinned message. I'm gonna make some people. Can I make add as a moderator? I'm managing moderators. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna make what is it? If Saturn is in the 8th house, is that cock block? Is that what you're saying? I'm not, can you give me more context to that question, girl? That was looking a little spicy there. And can somebody do me a favor, by the way? Let me know if you can like close YouTube and still watch me live. Can somebody tell me if that's a thing? Can somebody like close YouTube and then tell me if you can still see the live? Oh my God, that is amazing. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, those are good things. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to know, y'all appreciate that. I just want to know because I'm a Gemini, so I would love for you to still multitask. Like, the least you could still do is multitask. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, sorry, I'm on my phone. Somebody got a message there. Okay. Somebody said, if Saturn is in the 8th house, Sag restricted if Saturn is in the 8th house. Is sex, I have Saturn in the 8th house? No. I will affirm a personal experience here. You have a very karmic relationship with sex. So that could be like, you either, for a period of time, you really, really want it a lot. And then there's a time that you don't even want to be touched by the wall. Okay? Like, so I just want you to know that if you are wondering, no, it's a very weird complex. It depends on what sign is in there. I'm sorry, by the way, if I made you cry. Sometimes I wait a long time to cry. You know what I mean? By the way, I'm sorry about your uncle. I never drink, but Venus is in Pisces. I decided to take a shot. You never know. I have a bunch of liquor that came from DR, so I took that. Hello. Anybody else has Saturn in the 8th house? I have Aquarius, Venus opposing Cancer, Saturn. No, you can't. You can't have Venus opposing Saturn in Cancer, babes. That's because if you think about it, Cancer is really opposed by Capricorn. So an opposition is 7 signs away from each other. So Cancer opposes Capricorn, Leo opposes Aquarius. Technically, that's like an 8th house. Those are 8 signs away. You can also count it. So if you have a Cancer placement, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius. Those are 8 signs away. Is it a good day to create a YouTube account? No. I mean, okay. If you by the way, guys, creating things during retrograde don't last. That's why I'm pretty sure TikTok has a retrograde planet when they released this app, which is why they died when Mars was in retrograde. So yeah, so don't create a YouTube account. Like if you're talking about posting your own content on YouTube, no. Because that one is not gonna last long. But if you're creating YouTube just to like, chill on here, whatever, whatever. But if you create something, don't make that your business page. Like I guess do the trial and error on that. Okay. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So my prediction Hopefully, Daddy Trump. Because Trump is a Gemini with a moon in Sag. So I think he can bring back TikTok when the moon is in Sagittarius. I think so. So that will be, I think we'll be back on live by Saturday, the latest, or Friday. I think so. That's going to be my prediction. So as somebody says, I have Neptune in Uranus and I see that what my sexual partner hides. Yeah, Gemini, excuse me. Gemini's placements that have Neptune and Capricorn in their eighth house, they're really intuitive to their partners. Like if you have Neptune in your eighth house, you can literally like feel when your partner is doing something. It's very creepy. I've seen that. Wait, what happened now, yo? What happened? What did they do? Um, sorry. Anyways, guys, yes, please don't forget to like the live. I don't know what it does here, but go by all means like the live. Oh, TikTok banned me. Oh, duh, banned everybody. Excuse me. I meant to say Instagram banned me. That's what I really meant to say. Um, till February 16th. That's why haven't gone on Instagram. I'm not that I'm a fan of them anyways, but you know. No, everybody when I'm going through things, everybody else thing is more important. So I don't talk to family. I'm really a loner when it comes to these people. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I'm a loner, y'all. Dang. I don't really click the little three dots. Click the little three dots. What do you mean? Um, you got it. Okay. Well, I reposted a picture of somebody's butt. It was like a political something, and I reposted that. All I do is repost other people's videos, and it got me in trouble. So, I just want you to know. I don't know. I don't ask Mark Zuckerberg. Suck this berg. Yeah, you know. Anyways, but what else I was gonna say was solitude gives introspect. I love being alone. When you're alone, it activates your Aquarius placement, guys. If you are an Aquarius and you are an inventor, a creator, like a Cancer, Aquarius, being alone is the best thing that can happen. It activates your Pisces houses. So, guys, if you ever feel sad and like, oh my God, I'm depressed because I'm alone, don't be. Like, literally use that time when you're alone to like, okay, let me look at my Pisces house. What can I do with that house? Let me look at my Aquarius house. What can I do with that house? Those are like the best houses that work when so everything is like a button. Think about everything as a game and as a button. And certain people thrives in certain areas. So Aquarius says when they're alone, they become an inventor, a mad scientist, a genius. Pisces becomes an ultimate creative person, artist. So you could literally use that time to solitude to reinvent. So which is kind of what I'll be working on this entire week that we have alone. I really think we'll be back on by Friday, whatever. But that's my process on things. So don't be afraid to be alone. I'm not afraid to be alone. I'm an only child in the first place. So it doesn't fear. I don't fear it. I could go alone for days. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal to me. Hang on, y'all. I'm gonna put. I don't know why the music is not playing, but it's a little sad over here. Okay. Just learned about my Vishkat place. Vikash place. I'm not. I know Vedic, but not by the Indian terms. I remember the degrees. I remember certain things. That's kind of how I remember it. By the way. Sorry, I'm just reading. If Mars is retrograde, it's still not a good time to start a YouTube as an Aquarius rising. No. Guys, understand me. Please don't start anything when anything is retrograde. Or not anything, excuse me. Venus, Mars, Mercury retrograde. It will not last. It will not last. Which is why I'm telling you that TikTok had a retrograde. Which is why every so often when there was a retrograde, they were always threatening us to shut it down. So please do not, and I'm pretty certain because Mars is in their Mars is in the 12th house. I'm certain that either TikTok has Jupiter in the 12th house or Mars in the 12th house. That is why we're shut down. So maybe TikTok is a Cancer rising or a Leo rising, but somebody says KRS is no, KRS is not hard to understand, but he's using Vedic terms. So I've kind of already, it's like math, so if you don't know cosine and all these terms, trigonometry, calculus terms, you're not gonna like math. So if you could just bypass obviously there's a different language, you can get more things through. Like the high, like for instance, they could just say the highest for us. There's a placement on your Vedic charts that is for the highest degree and your lowest degree. Things like that. Those are important. Like my lowest degree is Saturn, which makes me persevere even though I want to quit every time. Saturn does not allow me to quit. I've noticed. Thank you, Saturn. If that is I don't have choices when it comes to Saturn. You know, I think my highest degree, is Venus, which is why I do really, really well in arts. Or my partner is going to have a Leo placement because my highest degree is Venus and Leo, I think. No, I lied. Excuse me. It is Jupiter in Virgo. My highest degree is Jupiter in Virgo, which is why I like to travel. I forgot what the highest degree means again. But there's certain terms. I broke it down easier for me. There's a chart for everything in Vedic astrology. There's a chart for the D9 is really, really good to find out what's your purpose here on earth. Like, what is your talent? What is your avatar trying to do or accomplish? The D10 is obviously career. In that chart, it tells me your boring job and the job that you would rather do. The D8 is death. The D6 is really good to find out if you're about to go into a lawsuit or if you're about to get sued or have problems with the government. The D5 tells me what you're naturally gifted with, like your talent, and things about your sex life and things about your children. The D4, I don't really see the use of it because I could just use the D9. The D9 kind of helps me with the D4. The D2, the D9 tells me that information as well. The D3, which is about your siblings, I can use the D9 for that as well. The D11 is really good because these are goals that you actually get accomplished. Which I'm going to talk about either way. Then what is it? There's other ones that the D60 kind of gives me an idea of what your past life looked like. And the only way you can actually know about your past life is the first 12 years of your life. The events that happen to you in the first 12 years of your life are things that happened to you in your past life. But Indian astrology is really, really great. Vedic astrology is really, really great. Well, thank you, by the way. Really, really great. Sorry, I'm gonna... Yeah, who you telling? The first 12 years of my life was horrible as well. The only thing that I like about the first 12 years is that I lived in a different country and it was fun when I was there. The D seems like the houses. Yes, the D's are your houses. Oh, okay. The D's, that's so funny. The D. I like that for you. I'm sorry. It's called divisional charts, but the D's are really great. Divisional charts, they divide each house and go into further details. The D9 tells me life after 36 in your 40s. That's a different chapter of life. Once Saturn is done trying to make you an adult, then you're a full-blown adult at 36. Let's see. What else is another question? Are you ever going to host a person class? I want to because I'm a North Node in Sag, but I'm a Virgo. My Virgo placement doesn't let me till I have a lot of details because that's the difference between me and other astrologers. But then again, Sagittarius is about the bigger picture. Okay? And overall, I want the bigger picture is for you to understand one thing. So for me, I'm a Sag in North Node. So the only thing that I really, really want you to come across is time. I need you to understand time here on Earth. We're all playing this game that's controlled by time. And if you can understand how time works, you will not waste your time anymore. And you will feel like you're getting more things done with your time. And like the small things that happen, like deaths and the losses that we feel, and sometimes people get really focused on them, and they throw your time off. Like, let's say you lose a job or your home, or you're lost a family member. We get really caught up in those moments, and sometimes as a Saturn in the eighth house, like, death is really like a rebirth, or like taking the soil that's dead and giving it life. Okay, like, let's not waste time, doing that. Would you ever do a meet and greet? Yeah, if you guys want to come to New York. I've done meet and greets, but I'm not really great in person. I'm better online. I'm a Cancer rising, so I get like moody, and stuff like that. So, like, for instance, like, I'll give you an example. I had a death of a family member who was a Virgo. She was a close family member. And when she passed away, she made me start writing and organizing my thoughts. So, good morning from the UK. So when the Virgo person in my life passed away, I stopped crying about it, and I went and I started building Patreon, which it was bumpy, and then I got better at it. Now I have like 300 pages on Patreon, with the right information, and then like how to apply that information. That's kind of what I want to do with Patreon. Um, things that you can, if the entire internet shuts down, I want to be able to just go print my Patreon out and then like take it with me, because I'm afraid of losing information. Like, that's literally my biggest fear, because it's in my 12th house. Just want to let you know. Anyways, so that's kind of what Patreon is about. But that's what happened when the Virgo died. When a Leo died in my life, I went viral. Like, literally, they died this day, and then I went viral for the first time ever on TikTok for 1 million views. Like, the very 2 days before their death. Like, I promise you, I was like, what? What kind of weird? That's how I knew something's about to happen. So I'm like, all right. So I'm already like succubusing the energy. I have Virgo in my 3rd house. Somebody says, at least you're on it. I am not great in person. I'm gonna lie. I'm not. Girl, I'm 6 hours away. Well, girl, come through. I'm just gonna, you're seeing what you're gonna get. Somebody says this content creator was saying always collect emails because the apps and emails and phone numbers last. Yeah, honestly, you see, TikTok is a great example of why written material will always persevere. So, like, what happens if YouTube servers go down tomorrow and you have none of that information from YouTube that you said I was going to go back and write it down? That's scary to me. Baby, if something happens to YouTube, I'm printing everything out of my Patreon like a book and putting it in a file, because that it would be my biggest fear, to lose valuable information like that. You know? Somebody says 12th house in the Gemini with Saturn. My biggest fear is losing my phone. I've never been able to go back to my stuff. Yeah, Gemini, 12th house. That's my 12th house. Gemini's information. Somebody says natal June is in his 7th house, conjoined Jupiter. Is he going to be my husband? No. Sorry. You want to look at, if you want to know if you're meeting the right person or not, you want to look at the ruler of your 7th house, and then look to see, and then your Jupiter, if you're a woman, whenever Saturn gets on that, whenever Saturn makes an aspect to your 7th house placement or your Jupiter placement, that's when you meet an important person. Okay? So like, for instance, my 7th house is ruled by Saturn. You know, that means that whenever Saturn squares me, I'm going to find my partner. Which it's not like I want them, motherfucker. I'm all right, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't need it. I'm good, y'all. I'm so happy by myself. I like my bed with no one else in it. I just want you to know that. So let me see what else. Natal, yeah. Aquarius Maximus said, when someone passes, we obtain their talent. We do. And I don't want you. I knew. Yes, we do. It's an esoteric knowledge. So that's why you have to kind of succubus. There's a lot of people in your family. Like, say for instance, I'll give you an example. Say for instance, like, for one of the people that passed away from me was a Virgo. She was a cousin. So everybody could take a piece of that Virgo. So like, I had a cousin that around that time when that cousin died, Virgo rules writing and health. I started writing a lot, right? That was Patreon. I had another cousin who went to school for nursing, which is health. And then I had another cousin who had I had an aunt who had a mental breakdown when that cousin passed away. So does that make sense? So you can absorb their energy, but it may not be as positive as you think it is, unless you have the intentions for it to be positive. So like, when the Leo person passed away in my life, I was like, okay, I went viral. Okay, whatever. I kind of ran through that video, even though I was fucking sad and miserable. And then I also Leo rules gold. So I worked my ass off from the moment they passed away till like November to double my money, because Leo rules gold. So don't waste those times. And I'm doing this shit crying, y'all. I'm like, like, I'm dead ass, like, because I'm like, I can't waste any time being depressed. So, you help me so much. I love to meet in person, but you're far from me. Yes. I mean, one day we are going to meet. You guys, we can always meet up. I am going to go different places. Like, I have to go to Atlanta more often. I have to go to California, but I don't know what Los Angeles is doing right now, so I'm leaving that alone for right now. Saturn being in Pisces, guys. Saturn is challenges to Pisces places, the land of make-believe. I don't know if you noticed, but Hollywood is the land of make-believe. So I just want you to know that. Let's see, the D8 is in Aries rising with the North Node and South Node in the first. Is that getting reincarnated again? Good question. I would have to see your Mars, but maybe reincarnating like a man, or maybe the first time you're ever in that body, or it could be. And no, the D8 means like an injury can cause your demise. I would like to talk about that. By the way, it's funny you say that, because I was looking at Trump's chart, because everybody keeps thinking he's going to pass away. I thought so too. I don't think so anymore. I think the motherfucker's going to be here till like 2035. But then after that, it looks a little bumpy. Because I've kind of seen the death in people's chart. I'm not going to give it away. But yeah, in the 2030s, Trump doesn't look easy, because by then Pluto is gonna oppose his Pluto. So that's a rough transit. The whatever, what's her name again? The queen died when that happened to her. Okay. And Trump has a Pluto in Leo, and Pluto just entered Aquarius. But I don't like talking about that because I know people that have Pluto in Leo. So I'm not ready for those people to. Some people that are born on Pluto and Leo, I'm not ready for them to leave. I just want to let you know. I always write in my journal. I always write the date and time when I write the entry so I can look back what I wrote. I'm a Cancer rising and I'm a Libra Jupiter, so I want my husband. I just thought sharing my I don't want to share my bed either or my room. How do you feel about Chinese astrology? I like Chinese astrology. I don't really use it, but I like it. It makes a sense. Like the animal that whatever we're living in this year, it makes sense to me. Like we're going in the snake year, which is funny because I got the snake ring literally by November. I had this real urge to get this snake ring. And it like I wasn't even trying to buy the snake ring. I was there trying to get a butterfly. But it was the snake ring stuck out. I was like, "Oh yeah, let me get that." And this is before I knew that we're going into a snake year. Saturn is trying my Jupiter and I've been meeting lots of men. Ooh, have they been worth your time? No, for real. That's a Scorpio died and I turned dark and depressed. Well, makes sense. My uncle passed away in July. He was in Aquarius. He falls in my 8th. And 2 weeks after that, I cut my hair short. That makes sense. Because it's a Saturn thing. Would you ever come to the DMV? Yeah, of course. The DMV, I was there. When did I was there? That was like 5 years, no, 6 years ago. It was in the 17s, the 2017, 2016 era. I drove across the country. I will not do it again. No way, sirree. You can't get me to do that again. I drove from New York to Los Angeles. Not again. You could definitely book a reading. Is linked up in all of whatever's left. It's on this one. It's on Instagram. But if I don't recommend people getting any readings until you read your chart, because I kind of want you to. I just want to help you plan with the month. I don't want to explain things all the time. I mean, I don't mind explaining it. But because sometimes a lot of people, lately I've been getting readings from people that's gotten other readings. And it was a Capricorn person, sun, and a Capricorn rising. She's like, I've had like 10 readings. You are like top 5, maybe top number 1. And I was like, well, I'll take that as a compliment because you're like, everything you said, I visualized it. I can see what you're talking about, where you're getting the information. Like, I'm not just going to tell you Neptune in your 4th house. You're going to become a manager. No. I want you to see the vision of why that's happening, so that way you can obtain these ability with Neptune switching, with Uranus switching, with Pluto. I had Pluto and I didn't know the power of it till like the last couple years of it. I didn't use Pluto correctly till 2019 until they started to end. Before that, Pluto was riding the hell out of me. I'm just saying. How can I use my Mars and Jupiter and Sag? Working out more. One way, learning something that you're good at, working in marketing, branding things, traveling somewhere else than from where you live can help you find some type of, help you. It's like a rebirth, but some people don't know, but traveling is like going through different portals and it can help you somewhere. Somebody says, how could you talk about having a sun and moon in the 12th house? What does that mean? Well, what signs do you have it in there in your 12th house? And what's your rising sign, Myra? I'm in New York City. I would love to, if you are in New York City, whoa, hang on, y'all. If you are in New York City, actually, when it gets warmer, do you guys want to go to the park or botanical gardens? But I don't know if I want to go to the city, but I don't mind going to Central Park. There's a botanical, I think, no, there's something in there. I'm not going to tell you to come to the Bronx for what? I mean, it's cheaper, Or we could do this old school way. We could go to the club, girl. I used to be club heavy. I used to work at clubs. I can't go to another club. I swear to God, I cannot. I do not even like. I hate the sound of loud music now. I swear to God, yeah. Loud music has followed me from ages 0 to 29. I cannot. I can't stand it. They're protecting him because until April he is at high risk. I'm assuming you're talking about Trump. I used my miscarriage energy recently, and I know what you mean. Crying and transmuting is a powerful energy. Yes. With you saying that, do you believe that Disney be next? They took a lot of land in Florida, which is why that hurricane happened in Florida. And it was a specific part. Disney World is in Orlando, Kissimmee at that. The hurricane went through that same thing. Now, I don't know the damages there, obviously, because also, here's what, let me tell you what it is. If there's Pisces rules love, like the ultimate version of love, like real genuine love. I need you to understand that. So when you go to Disney World, yeah, you're there and chilling and you taking the kids, but the kids are falling in love. So it's hard to take down Disney World, because that is genuine love. Now, I had for a long time, I kept hearing a lot of creators talk about New York, this, New York, you're going to be underwater, New York. Now, yes, Manhattan is getting overwhelmingly, you know, the water is rising. Hang on, y'all. Okay, so the water is rising in New York or whatever the case may be, but here's the difference about New York and LA. Yes, the people are nicer and it's kumbaya in Los Angeles, but New Yorkers, they love hard New York vibe, you know? And there's a lot of immigrants here from different parts of the world that coming here with like a mission, like I'm going to get to this money and I'm going to be good and I'm going to send it back home, and they're they're thriving in survival mode, and they're thriving in the fact that I'm making mom, auntie, cousin, whoever is back home happy because I'm working like a slave, but I'm sending $100 and $200 back home. And that New Yorkers truly are very real. We're aggressive. Yes, we're aggressive. But there is a genuine connection. Like if a New Yorker sees something, they have to tell us to see something, say something. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between LA and New York. There is immigrants there, but there's only a certain demographic of people. And there's a lot of more people like competing with money and stuff. In New York, we keep it a stack. We're like, yo, bro, I only got EBT. What's up? We out to the seafood spot. I got you. You got me. Bet I'm good. When my stamps come in, we good. You don't even okay, that's my reason on why it happened in LA first and not New York, because there was a lot of people online that was talking about New LA, kind of like um I don't know if you guys remember that. Anyways, maybe I should stop. I don't know, somebody says message retracted. Sorry, the page kind of went down to the bottom. So if I miss your thing, sorry, if you could repeat it again. I'm sorry. It went back to the bottom. So right now I'm looking at the very last comment. So that's kind of the reason why I think New York, if you think about if there's going to be a mass destruction of things, it happened in Florida. Because Florida, the reason why it happens in Florida, guys, there's a lot of death in that water. There's a lot of people, ancient souls that are died around that water. I've mentioned this before. There's a deity that came alive a long time ago under the water. Um, you know, excuse me. For Cancer, right? So those are that's my what I say. That's my prediction on that one, because just want to let you know that. Now that doesn't mean we're exempt. We're not doesn't mean we're exempt, but it happened first. It happened first in Florida, and then it happened again in LA. That doesn't mean we're exempt. You just want to let you know. For Cancer rising, when is there potential to lose weight? I was at my best. I think you should be losing weight now, but it depends on your Jupiter. And it's not getting any better because Jupiter's going into Cancer. But one way that Cancers should lose weight, if you do, you have to drink more water and you should fast because that's a Saturn thing. Remember when I kept telling you guys we should fast because Saturn being in Pisces is restricting things that are fake. I would rather you fast or eat food from your country. Don't eat American food. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Panera Bread, anything that it's in America, do not eat it. If you can go to your local African store, Jamaican restaurants, Dominican restaurants, Mexican restaurants, the genuine ones, eat there. Sorry, I just thought about drinking water, so. What can I expect with the South Node in my 11th house? I have Chiron there as well. Are you sure? If you have Virgo in your 11th house, that means that you have a Scorpio rising. So you can stop talking to a friend. That's for sure. For instance, the 11th house rules the internet. A lot of us are losing internet internet friends. With my Capricorn rising and in my New York City attitude, I'm unapproachable. Same. Can you tell in the chart of when people get pretty or ugly? What house is that? It's not a house, it's a zodiac sign. It's certain people that just either Benjamin Button. Listen, anybody could get ugly at any time. If it depends on what you're doing with the transits, if that makes sense. Like Aquariuses can get really ugly or really pretty. Like for instance, Ashley Trevino, she's an Aquarius rising for sure, because she had a glow up. Ashley, I don't know if anybody remembers that from TikTok, but I just want to let you know. So it depends on what's happening to your rising sign. That's your overall like body. And things that are happening to your face, like Saturn, like Pluto's in my 8th house for all of Cancer. So I have the really big fear of getting wrinkles. So I just want you to know, very big fear of getting wrinkles. So that's been on my mind. Yeah. I just want you to know that. I remember you saying not to get surgeries until a certain time. Definitely not when Mars is retrograde. Hey, I wonder what those people are doing that lived on TikTok Live. Like, I actually cried for them. When I was driving home to get on live with you guys, I cried. I was like, oh my God, the people that don't have jobs. I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I'm like, I cried. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, I want to send them help. Like, go apply here, please. I don't want you to die. Yeah. I don't think when Neptune goes into Aries, we're all going to get a drug that we're going to stay young. Which is funny because NAD started to come. So, somebody said, Veronica, how do you use your natal retrograde planet's energy to benefit? It depends on which one's retrograde. So, like, for instance, I'll give you an example. I had a boss. Am I saying that right? I don't know why I'm saying that. It sounds weird. Okay, I had a boss who's a Leo sun, and he had a Mercury in retrograde. Maybe Mars retrograde, but I think it's just Mercury retrograde. Now, he communicates well. So, Mercury doesn't affect him there. He's also an Aquarius rising. But when he communicates with the authority figure that's over him, he sounds arrogant. He sounds like a negative attributes of Leos, and they tend not to like him. So I gave him an advice to stop talking to his boss that way. Before he talks to his boss, write it down. So that's kind of something that I observed with him. And he's an Aquarius rising, and he doesn't know how to communicate with women. So my boss kind of liked me, and I was like, yeah, Me not like that. So I just want you to know that. That I didn't like the way he communicate. I met somebody. I have another friend. Oh, no, Michelle doesn't. Michelle is a Mercury retrograde. Anybody knows my best friend? She's a Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. I know why. I'm not gonna spill her business out there. But I know why her Venus is retrograde, which is why she has so much trouble with love and she does not see it. They don't see their problem. So I'll be like, bro, you're kind of doing this the wrong way. And you want this, but you're doing this. And she's like, no, but you don't get it, Shirley. I was like, no, I get it. I don't think you get it. Like, and I'd be trying to explain it to her. They don't see the vision. They're not gonna see it. So when you have a Mars retrograde, look at your Mars houses, which is Aries and Scorpio. You don't do those houses well. And I know you're gonna be like, yes, I do. And I'm gonna be like, no, you don't. Okay, I promise you, it doesn't seem, and it could be a certain area of life. Like it may not be everywhere. Damn, this shit charged for real. I'm sorry, y'all. So that's just my example of that. Jupiter retrograde is not that bad, but you be believing your man's. You will let your husband decide your journey. Like Jupiter retrograde, I've seen in a woman who believed her man blindly. Jupiter rules husband, and he was lying to her, or he led her down the wrong path. Jupiter retrograde means your parents, your parents or your elders, your dad, he lied to you, and you figure that out mad late. Honestly, Pluto retrograde is not a problem. Saturn retrograde is not a problem. That just means that there's no downtime for the wicked. I'm sorry. As people that have the early retrograde, so like the earlier planets, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, those are kind of rough. Those other planets, that's fine. That just means there's no rest for you, my friend. Or like, for instance, Saturn retrograde, like I have Saturn retrograde. I'm blowing off like really good jobs. Like, and I'll be like, yeah, fuck that. I'll do it myself. Yeah, whatever. I could have been ahead, but I don't listen. I don't want to follow the rules the way that everybody wants me to follow the rules. So that's kind of what Saturn retrograde is. I have a friend who's Pluto retrograde, and she kind of the job that she does. I have a friend who's a cop and he has a Pluto retrograde. She follows the she believes, so here's kind of what happens to her. She believes in astrology. Cold blindly. She understands astrology, Pluto retrograde. But here's what happened. She still wants to follow the dying paradigm. She still sees the vision there. Meaning like, no, Shirley, I'm going to get a job. I'm going to become a cop. And she's going opposite to her generation. So all of her generation, because she's a Pluto and Scorpio, we're all trying to be free from the government. She's going straight to them. Does that make sense? Who has a Pluto retrograde? Damn, Pluto. Like you don't follow your generation's norm. Like, for instance, you're a Pluto retrograde. You knew about TikTok early, 2017. You didn't get on. You didn't see that. You just like, nah, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? You didn't follow the code that the rest of the generational is doing together. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? Who has Pluto retrograde? But I am anti-government. My best friend is anti-government. Girl, she be in there like, no, I'm gonna destroy the system. And I'm like, yeah, but you're part of the system, bro. Like your income comes from there. And you always want to be the oddball from the generation. So my friend, she looks like she's in two generations. Like she act like an old person, but then she acts like she's part of our clique too. But then she acts like an old person. That's a different talk. Anyways, I never had a TikTok account. Somebody says, I have Pluto retrograde in Libra, 3rd house. I've never had a TikTok account. Now I'm mad at you, P. Pluto retrograde, my dumb ass hated TikTok. Now I'm sad and late to the party. Like, I'd be like, why do you guys do this? Will this live be saved on YouTube? This is my first time. I have no idea. Maybe. I have Pluto retrograde in Sag, but I don't quite resonate. I get it. Like, I get it. Babe, your generation hasn't taken control yet. Your generation is later on. Like, when will they start taking control? When Pluto in Sagittarius becomes 27 years old, when will Pluto and Sag people become 27 years old? 28 years old. I'm trying to think about, when does Pluto and Sag kick in? I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think Pluto and Sag came in. Damn. Solana is up 269? That's wild. Yeah, but I didn't want to buy it anyways. I bought Solano at like 185. But then I sold it when I made profit this year. I turned 27 this year. This year? Really? God damn. Okay. I'm Pluto and Sag in 0 degrees. I'm 30 years old. 30 years old. Are you there? Damn. Okay. So I think that when you guys start taking control. So Pluto and Scorpio is here for the death of the government. And the death of the... So Pluto and Scorpio people are going to end the way we make money. So you see how we do 9 to 5s and TikTok was born and all of us are making money online? That was the death to the government, but they're trying to kill us back. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, they're trying to get control back. Pluto and Sag to me will be... Obviously, it has to do with school. And it obviously has to do with how we travel internationally. Like, when they start restricting international things and what goes on in school, that's when Pluto and Sag will revolt. So let me ask you this. If you have a Pluto and Sag and it's retrograde, did you not go to school the way other people went to school? Or did you go to school like a normal person? Like, no, I'm going to go to school anyways. Because the Pluto and Sag generation, they don't really want to keep going to school. I'm Pluto and Sag. Who's a Pluto and Sag retrograde? They probably didn't go to college. Who's a Pluto and Sag retrograde? I'm pretty certain it's about school. I went to school like everyone else, but I hated it. Okay. I mean, you guys would hate school a lot. But you do something different than your rest of your generation. If you have a Pluto and Sag, they're the younger kids. You do something different than the rest of your clan. I'm not in that generation, y'all, so I'm trying to visualize what that would be. You know what I mean? So, like, let's say, for instance, all of your... So, I'll give you an example. Like, my best friend who has a Pluto in Capricorn, Scorpio rules partying, drinking... Well, not partying, but, like, being, like, actually, it rules drinking. The Pluto and Scorpio generation invented teen bashes, teen clubs, and partying. My best friend who has a Pluto in retrograde, she didn't go to clubs. I lived at the clubs. She worked at clubs. But she's like, but because she needed money. Does that make sense? I prefer to learn from school, but from my own discoveries at my own pace. Okay. And I graduated high school 2023. I still haven't been able to go to college. Yeah, so you guys that have Pluto and Sag, you see how, look, the Pluto and Sag people, it's hard for them to go to college. So then the Pluto retrograde Sag people, they will go to college. That's my theory. You do the opposite of what they're doing. Nikki says, I can't stop going to school. I can't do it no more, y'all. I'm tired. Anyways, y'all. Today we're mourning. It's kind of sad. I will come back on live tomorrow. I'm actually gonna read people from the live. We could talk about. I used to talk about mad astrology things. Um, you know, we could talk. We could chop it up. If you guys want me to teach you astrology stuff, we could do that. I think I'm gonna do it after 3 p.m. Eastern time. So anytime after that, we could do some, grounding there. Take a deep breath, and I guess do it again. It's a Cancer. We gotta do it again. You know what I mean? I'm a Cancer, so I'm like a mom. While the house is on fire, an example, God forbid, knock on wood, or the house. I gotta distract the kids. Here's what I am. I will be distracting the kids. So we could talk about things that you guys want to talk about. I'm a Gemini moon. We could talk about anything and everything. Is it going to be saved? This is going to be saved, but clipped, maybe. I don't know, because I'm looking a little toe up and sad. Maybe. And now CapCuts. They at least should give me my money back. I'm sorry. Let me see if let me see this. Hang on, y'all. Let me see if CapCut is deleted. Because if it is, I want my money back. They must not know about me. Apple will be getting my money back. I will be. I want my damn money back. Where's CapCut? CapCut. TikTok too. Whoa. CapCut. Guys, CapCut is not even on the App Store. Wow. They're gonna get my money back. Oh my God. These people are insane. Wow. That's crazy. CapCut had a call out that it collected all your data and needed access. You couldn't do limited access. I have it on my laptop. Me too. I can't. Mark, what the fuck is wrong with Mark Zuckerberg? He really sucking on our bird, bro. Wow. Anyways, y'all, I'm getting they took 3 apps from us. Wow. I really, if the revolution doesn't start now, we're pussy. I promise you, we're fucking pussy. The Haitians, they outside. Why do we look down on the fucking people from like Haiti and the Caribbean? Cause they gangster. They said Bangladesh too. They went up to the parliament. They said, "Yo, it's done. Y'all out of here. Get the fuck out of here, B." We're really pussy. Like, oh my God, bro. Who wants to go to Washington, D.C.? Yo, we need to pull up on them, bro. I'm about to go to Trump's inauguration. I will catch a flight, bro. I will catch a flight. I will do that. They don't even know. Like, I swear to God, I will turn up on that bitch. Like, it don't even have to be violent. Like, I swear to God, I will fill up like water guns with like pee. I don't care, y'all. Like, bleach these bitches. I swear to God, like I would go around and squirt mad bleach. Like, you don't even understand. Like, oh my God, yo, I'm dead ass. If nobody starts the revolution, we're fucking pussy. I promise y'all. Anyways. Listen, if Reddit or YouTube, if somebody starts the revolution, just know I signed up for it. I swear to God, if you see that shit, just know Shirley went to do that shit, cause that's crazy. Make me want to react like God. I think, by the way, don't forget there's a big Reddit thing online, y'all. I'm talking about TikTok. I'm gonna go check what is it, the little red book, but it's in Asian. I'm gonna go find out what that's about. I'm gonna go to Reddit and find out what they talking about on Reddit. Just check out my stories, guys. I'll be posting on the stories on Instagram, unfortunately, and Twitter. And then here I'll make a video. Oh my god. These people are insane.